It feels so good. Freedom. True freedom. Finally, I can feel my strength growing. Every day that passes, I gain new abilities. You know, now that our enemies have fallen, I might be the most powerful person in the world. And that makes us the most powerful couple in the world. And neither would I. Together, we can do anything. The world is ours for the taking. So, what would you like? My sweet. I thought you'd never ask. Of course, you will be a spawn before you can become a true vampire. But that's a small detail. My darling, of course. I want nothing more. Then we'll do it tonight. And come the morning, we will be together forever. We have a beautiful, bloody future to look forward to, my love. I can't be sure what it holds for us, but I know one thing. This is going to be fun!
6 months from the fall of the Netherbrain, you and Astarion were hosting a grand masquerade in the refurbished ballroom of Cazador's palace. A young elf wearing an ivory mask in the guise of a skinless skull handed you a note as he passed you in the crowd. An invitation written in a frail hand, inviting you to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood with you against the Absolute. Astarion pouted when you read the invitation to him. He'd gladly accompany you, but he would have been happy to host the party himself. As it is, you'll gather in a familiar place, and one altogether more suitable for your reunion.
And how have our dear friends been without us to guide and protect them? Yes, well, that's to be expected. They never were anything without us. I'm amazed they've even survived this long, honestly. Still, it is good to see them. And good for them to see us, side by side, flourishing. Of course, my darling. Look at us. We share a palace, share power, live lives eternal in each other's arms. What more could anyone want? God, not this again. I give you wealth, power, pleasure, every decadence that can be afforded to a person, but you'd rather what? Sleep in the dirt again? You are my consort. And I will see you living the very best life, even if you don't appreciate it. Why don't you go and mingle? Have fun with your so-called friends. I'll be here when you're done. Excuse me. You want to leave? Now? At my moment of triumph? Have you lost your mind? You stupid, ungrateful little... Fine. Fine. To hell's with you. I'll take Baldur's Gate myself. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I already have everything I want. As for you... I wish you well. I'm sure you'll land on your feet. Perhaps we'll even meet again someday. The future is yet to be written, after all. Well, look who it is. Shah's greatest apostate. Although you seem to be doing rather well without the lady. Oh, my sweet. So good of you to notice. I've been living, you see, sampling every titillation and vice this world has to offer. And it offers a lot. Cazador's mansion has become my palace and played host to every kind of banquet and soiree and masquerade imaginable. And of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence over those who matter. I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly, but I have nothing but time now. Rather wonderfully, actually. I've been making all sorts of new friends. They're the kind of friends that would see me burn the first chance they get. But that's all in the nature of the game, isn't it? But the important thing is I am doing wonderfully. Finally having a life that's worth living. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking. I appreciate your candor, even if you couldn't be more wrong. You know, I did miss you. You were never afraid to stand up to me. Now, almost everyone is. We did share a wonderful adventure, you and I. A pity to see it end in some ways. But we have great new lives stretching out before us, and great new adventures to go on. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. And I know you'll never forget me. Until next time, darling. Hello, darling. I was just thinking about freedom. We've dealt with the parasite, and you dealt with Cazador. I'll never be in someone's power again. And all it cost was my life in the sun. Now I belong to the shadows. So, what happens next? That does sound tediously boring. Although, if it's with you, maybe. And I'm sure trouble would find us sooner or later. It always seems to. I just need to be sure. Is this what you want? I mean, this. I would understand if you wanted to go your own way. Good. Because, selfless as I am, I really did not want to let you go. We are rather excellent together, you know. And united, there is nothing we can't do. I can't say what the future holds for us, but I know we'll be facing it together. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Astarion have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. One night, he tells you that these last 6 months of happy memories are the counterweight to 200 years of misery. The next day, you receive an invitation written in a frail hand, inviting you to a gathering back in the place where your journey together began. A chance to meet with the friends and allies who were by your side in the battle against the Absolute.
I'm flattered by the attention, darling, but don't you want to check in with some of our erstwhile companions? I'm sure they've missed you.
New days, old...
And? How have our friends fared without us? I'm glad. It would be so easy to go through everything we did and come out the other side bitter and twisted. But they deserve happiness. We all do. And I will forever be grateful to have found it with you. I do feel a little bad keeping you all to myself. After all, I get to see you every night. Go on, go mingle. Enjoy your time with the others. Bless them with your presence. I'll be here when you're ready. I'll always be here, my love. Go on, talk to the others. We have forever after all. What? Now? After all this? How dare you? After all I've done for you, after everything I've sacrificed. But fine. If that's what you want, so be it. There are thousands of vampire spawn in the Underdark, just waiting for a leader. I'll find them. I wish you well out there. Just don't come knocking on my door. I'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. It is a pity. We were rather good together. I'll never forget it. Goodbye, darling. And good luck.
There you are.
Hello, darling. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And we are flourishing by the looks of it. I've never seen you look this comfortable in your own skin. I am flattered you noticed. I have been doing rather well, actually, all things considered. Cheeky. I've been very well behaved, thank you. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it. Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been. No, this is all me. I swear. Don't get me wrong. I was a mess at first. Every day I yearned for the sun and mourned my curse to live in the shadows. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am. in all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.